Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks so much for being here, for being subscribed if you are. If you're not, go ahead and hit that button. And if you're listening to this on YouTube, while you're at it, hit that like button. It's like walking into the room and hitting that light switch. We just want to go ahead and brighten up the place. So let's get into this podversation/reality chat. Now, this is actually going to be about hotel, but kind of not, because when I saw this news story yesterday, I remembered a video that the House of Aaron, who is a YouTube vlogger, he did about hotel, birth name Martellholt, and the fact that he was following this guy. He's a racist. Let's just be real. He's a racist. He's a white racist. He is the creator of something called Turning Point USA. And as you know, Martell will actually, because I don't follow him and I don't go to his profile very often. But when I saw this story, the last time I was at his profile, he had about 333,000 followers. He's lost some because as I'm looking at it right now, he's got 329,000 followers. So I don't know what happened to cause him to lose some of those. But also the last time I checked, he was only following 3 people. Okay. And the commentary that the House of Aaron was doing, he was at the time talking about Hotel and Sheree and the fact that he wasn't following Sheree. And then I think after something happened, then he started following her. So anyway, he's not following her now because I'm looking at the people that he's following. He's since followed a few more people. But again, like I said, he was following this guy by the name of Charlie Kirk. And at this point in time, he is still following this guy. So listen, this just definitely speaks to, we already know he has definitely lack of character and integrity, but he is so disgusting. I saw this story yesterday and all I really thought about was Hotel and the fact that this is the type of person that he follows. Because a racist is going to be a racist. It's just, I don't get outraged by a racist person making commentary about other people because, they're just so stupid. That's what they do. You don't have real, true intelligence. Your hatred runs through your veins. So I'm not going to waste my time getting angry and upset and frustrated about the thoughts and views and opinions of someone who is racist, because that's just really all you see is this social construct that was created, which is race, to divide and separate and to conquer. So with that being said, Hotel following this guy by the name of Charlie Kirk. This story came out yesterday. And again, this is kind of about Hotel, but kind of not. So the story is that Charlie Kirk says Michelle Obama among Black women who steal a white person's slot. So the story is the far-right commentator said the former First Lady and other supporters of affirmative action lacked the brain processing power to succeed on their own. Charlie Kirk marked the end of affirmative action by ranting against various Black women in power. He says 3 weeks ago, if we would have said that Joy Reid and Michelle Obama and Sheila Jackson Lee and Ketanji Brown Jackson were affirmative action picks, we would have been called the racists. But now they're coming out and they're saying it for us. The far-right commentator continued, they're coming out and they're saying, I'm only here because of affirmative action. Yeah, we know. You do not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously. He added, you had to go steal a white person's slot to go be taken somewhat seriously. And this is on the heels of the Supreme Court pretty much ending affirmative action programs at public and private colleges and universities and saying that it's unconstitutional. And listen, for somebody to be so disgusting to say that somebody doesn't have the brain processing power to be where they were. Listen, I'm not going to go into all of that because we already know that's bullshit. Because affirmative action didn't just go and pick up losers who are stupid and put them into public and private universities and college and just give them degrees. You had to be able to be accepted into the university or college in the first place. So that is just a load of bullshit. You're just an evil, racist person. And so there's really no reason for me to go down the line of why that doesn't make any sense or why it's wrong. We already know that it's wrong. Just say you hate Black people and you're happy that it was, it was extinguished, the affirmative action rulings. Okay. But this ain't even about that racist loser. This is about the loser hotel, otherwise known as Arion's baby wipe. Because for him to be following somebody like this who has such evil, nasty, hateful things to say about African American women, this is how he thinks of women, period. Because we already know how he's tried to portray himself to be the brains in the relationship. And he's the reason behind Melody being able to retire from being a school teacher. And now she is doing what she's doing. And he was just pretty much trying to give himself credit for everything that they obtained while they were in a relationship. But we all have been able to have a seat, eat our popcorn, drink whatever we're drinking, and watch this loser spiral because he has not been able to be successful since she dumped his ass. And he's angry about it. He is following somebody like Charlie Kirk because he feels the same way. Trust and believe, this isn't no accident. He has been following this man. He's still following him. This man's views are not new, so this isn't something that's just coming out and he didn't know what he thought about not just women, but African Americans, period. Like, dude, this guy didn't like you and you're following somebody like that. But listen, trust and believe that when it comes to Hotel and him making stupid decisions to follow people like that, nothing that he does makes sense. And we're going to continue to watch him spiral. We're going to continue to see the choices and the decisions that he has made. They're not mistakes. They're choices and their decisions, albeit bad. But yeah, choices and decisions that he has made. He's going to have the repercussions for each and every one of them, even following somebody like this person. Because the thing about it is, a lot of racist men, it's not just that they are racist. They're also women haters too. Because think about it. It hasn't been extremely long now that women in this country, in the United States, obtained the right to vote. They hated not just the fact that there are all these scandals and stories about Hillary Clinton. It's also the fact that she is a woman. If Hillary Clinton was not a woman, she probably would have won. But a lot of those racist men, they hate women just as much as they hate other ethnicities. But they need those women for their purposes because women, they have the babies, they need to continue to populate and all of that good stuff like that. So really women are there more for serving than for loving. So when you look at Hotel and the fact that he really hates himself, but he definitely hates women, he did not love Melody. Let's just be clear. He was using Melody. So honestly, his thoughts and views and opinions are similar to a racist white man that they don't like him because of his ethnicity, but they also really don't like women either. But because those women may be of the same race and culture that they are, then they tolerate them. It's not that they love them, they tolerate them. Racist people don't have love in their heart, period. It's impossible for a racist person to love anyone because love does not extend hate and teach hate. And that's what they do. So they really don't have true, real love. And so Hotel, he never truly loved Melody. So for him to be following somebody like this honestly is more proof of the lack of character that he has, the proof of who he really truly is. And I think more people are seeing that, and that's why he's losing followers. He's losing deals. You know, the projects that he had these so-called brilliant ideas about, the iNest wine, which some people call incest wine, the Suits line, the children's book, the failures at passing his builder's license test, just nothing has been working out for him. The only thing that he really has is the fact that he is on Love and Marriage Huntsville, and I guess he gets an executive producer credit just because it's something that at the time he and Melody were together and she wanted to bring him in on it, but ultimately it was her idea. It was her baby. It was her idea. And she wanted to do something that was kind of commendable, which is to have a family business and have this couple that's supposed to be this beautiful couple that's making all of this money in business and in real estate, having a television show together. Yeah, we see other people do it and they're really great at it. And they actually do have genuine relationships and love for each other. But Hotel was only along for the ride. And unfortunately, Melody didn't really see a lot of that in time. So now this, situation is that she's unfortunately having to deal with this loser for the remainder of her children's lives, but she's tried to separate herself as much as possible by even getting rid of the last name. So, yeah, Hotel, he follows somebody like this. This is who he is, and that's why he's following him. He really hates women just as much as that racist hates women. Only uses them for what benefits them. And so, yeah, when I saw the story, I'm not going to say it didn't upset me, but only for a moment, because again, a racist is going to be racist. There's nothing you can really do about that. So I'm not going to put a whole lot of time and energy into that, but it definitely reminded me of the commentary that House of Aaron did when he talked about Martell and how he was following Charlie Kirk. So if I can find that commentary, I'm going to put a link to it in the description box so you can check it out, listen to it, and you hear exactly what he was saying. But yeah, this is that person he's following is out here bashing the former First Lady, Michelle Obama, the first African-American woman in the Supreme Court of the United States, Ketanji, Jackson Brown, and also a Congresswoman, Sheila Jackson Lee, as well as Joy Reid, who's a commentator on television, one of those, more liberal stations, MSNBC. I don't lean right or left, so I don't really care. But I'm definitely not going to be down with somebody who is racist, and I'm not following anybody like that. But again, that's the type of person that Hotel is, better known as Ariane's baby wipe. So anyway, guys, you let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section below. I'll also put a link to that story in the description box as well, so you can read it if you would like. So guys, thanks so much for being here, liking and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until the next time, I just wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and I'm going to say bye.